What's up, peeps? Welcome back to a very special interview. We got the one and only Esfand. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yes, it is. It is Esfand. Sometimes people say Esfand. Sear says Esfand as a joke a lot when he's being like sarcastic, and it's like it's gone on so long that now I think people are like they accidentally screw it up now because they're like, oh wait, which one is it? But no, yeah, it is Esfand.
That's the goddamn exclusive right there. It's not
Yeah.
Esfand, all you
Yeah.
idiots. It's Esfand, okay?
Yeah.
But speak of the devil, we're here at the OTK Expo. We were asking you beforehand, and I'm going to put you on the spot. A lot of games on display throughout this expo for hundreds of thousands of people to see, which is great in itself. But what game at the expo is exciting you?
There's a lot to choose from. I know one. There, putting me on the spot. I can tell you right now. There was one that was like a really cool. It was like a parkour night game, and when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that looks sick. Like it's just looking at it looked cool. And another one, it was Toxic Crusaders. I think it's the first thing that we show in the show. Wait, this is after the show?
This will be after the show. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're good. You're safe. It's a safe
Dude,
space.
I cannot believe what happened the other day, man. That was wild at the show.
The ending of that show was crazy.
It was crazy, dude.
It was a small shirt you were wearing.
Yeah, no, it was. Well, and then the announcement, with the shirt that came with it. So, no, Toxic Crusaders was another one. I think we opened up a show with that one. And Toxic Crusaders, again, I haven't played that one, but we were watching the trailer for it, and I'm like, dude, I love Super Nintendo. I saw it, and I'm like, this just looks exactly like Turtles in Time to me, like the old Ninja Turtles game, and just like the setup of you've got like it's like 4 players beat 'em up type game. Like I love that stuff, like the X-Men arcade game. Like I love games like that. So it just felt like that style of game to me. So I probably will try and like couch co-op that, get some of the guys together, the roommates together, and play that.
And before anyone hops on you, these guys have reviewed hundreds of games, if not slightly over 1,000 games for this expo. It's a long, strenuous process. Can you take us through what that's like to have to hand sift through so many games?
I'm telling you, months of going through submissions, and we have like a process of like, it's like a, not checks and balances, but it's literally like you're like sifting through like sand, right? Because you have all these submissions, and then you got like one level of reviews, and then another level of reviews, and then we kind of like, okay, is this the list? Like, is it this many games for these categories? Are these the categories we want to go with? And all kinds of stuff like that. So it's a very long, strenuous process, and I'm glad it is almost over because this show is it's going to be good. It's by the time you guys see this show is amazing, man. I mean, it felt so good finally finishing it. And I'm telling you, I like the day before, I wish you would have been here the day before, man, because I was completely out of mana. I was burned. Like it was really bad. I mean, I couldn't even talk to anybody. I mean, I was just sitting in a room quietly by myself, and it was bad. But I thought I don't even know. I was like, do I even deserve to be here the day before? Like, I was like, should I just be back in Texas? Or it was crazy. So I was really upset in case you couldn't, in case I hadn't told you that before, the day before the show.
There's a lot of emotions because you guys also had a big announcement, which again, we're in the future. So they've already had this big announcement with Mad Mushroom being a publishing company. Got to ask you, you've played a lot of games throughout your lifetime. So what's the motivation of wanting to start this publishing company, and what's like the ultimate end goal behind Mad Mushroom?
Mad Mushroom is a
psychedelic.
No. Mad Mushroom is it's ambitious, but I think it is something that is going to be a huge deal. We have some of the not only do we have like a lot of big streamers as a part of OTK, but we have people that are like our guys, like whether it's Asman or Chance, or we have guys who've played games for years and years and years, and a lot of the value of what a publishing company brings is really enhanced by the fact that we're the marketing. Like if there's a game that's good and we want to publish it, we're like, okay, this game looks good, it looks fun, we'll publish it. And it's like, yeah, like we play those games on stream, and if that's something that we really believe in, it's going to be a great deal for those games. There's so much value in being able to do that, and having that direct community feedback that a lot of devs don't get. Because like, let's say a game comes out and you're like, okay, that was cool, but I think it should have this, or this should have that, and I'm playing it on stream. Like I like if I play a demo of one of these games that we have in the Games Expo, then I hear what chat says, but it's a lot harder for like a dev for any of those games to not only get people to play the games in the first place, but then knowing that they played the game and then going back and like sifting through all the feedback and being like, what do people think? You know, what does the streamer think? And like it's we have that direct connection. Like we end up being the bridge between the community that the game is the target audience for and the developers. So there's I think Mad Mushroom is I'm very, very, very excited for what we can do with Mad Mushroom.
Yeah, and I think we've talked to a lot of those indie devs that you guys are giving exposure to. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful story to have, like, and a lot of these people are so grateful to have the chance to apply for and then get through that process of somehow landing a spot in front of so much exposure that, like you said, it's a battle to even get through. So it really is a beautiful thing. We're gonna shift it up though a little bit because we saw a cut of you playing Diablo. And it was a special cut. It was you being fully immersed.
Oh yes,
in Diablo, like fully immersed. Mm-hmm. And so the question being, why is full immersion so important to you?
So the thing is, if you want to play games at the highest level, and I've always believed in this, you gotta be, completely and totally immersed in your character. You got to become one with the character in order to play at the highest level. So sometimes you can do that, sometimes you can't. And it is what it is. But whenever I was like, hey, look, I loaded up Diablo and I was clicking through the characters, and then I click on a sorcerer, necromancer, you got the rogue, you got the barbarian, and then you have Esfand. So I click on Esfand and I clicked on the druid, and it's like, no, this is literally like me. Like, everybody's like, dude, druid looks like Esfand, druid looks like Esfand. I'm like, okay, haha guys, long hair beard equals Esfand. I went to go look at it and I was like, oh, no, like that's me. Like that's like same body, like same type of frame, same body type. I'm a little bit like I've deflated a little bit. I haven't worked out in a few months because of some injuries. So I'm like, I went up and I like stood next to it and I was like, man, like I got to get back in the gym. It's looking bad. But no, it's actually, yeah, it's the thing. It's just, you want to play at the highest level. You gotta be one with your character.
Yeah, man, full immersion matters. Kind of just a flip flop as we close down the questions. Who's the best gamer of all time?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Forsen.
Why?
Forsen.
Why?
Forsen.
That'll work.